to take on the world.
All right, this video is about fitness. As I've mentioned earlier in other videos, there are essentially 3 dimensions on which I'm focused to achieve my goal of 1 round of 18 holes of par golf. The first one is, of course, learning golf. Kind of important. Just the core mechanics of mostly repeatable swings and the myriad of clubs and shots that I'll need to make friends with to get around the course in 72 strokes. The second one is the mental and emotional game. This includes maintaining mental toughness, staying emotionally calm and focused during a round, course management, etc. Things like the think box, play box, resetting shot to shot, and even managing my hydration and energy so I don't inadvertently undermine my mental and emotional efforts there on course. And related to that, of course, is the third one, which is fitness, physical fitness. I don't feel there's any way that I, this person, myself, me personally, am reaching my journey to par objective unless I'm far more fit and flexible than I am today. And certainly than I was 3 to 4 months ago when I started. That's the topic of this video, the fitness routine that I'm currently doing. You'll see a summary of what was going on in September, October of 2023 when I started out in the video Pimping My Ride. I've linked to it in the description below. It has an overview of my overall regimen. As when I started, I was feeling pretty creaky at the outset, and one of the most important elements of that was just play more, and I did. I played more than 24 rounds now. Then over the first few months, I cobbled together a workout to complement my play that I now do at least 3 times a week, and it's helping. My flexibility, strength, and stamina are improving. More on that in specifics of that in other videos. I can get through this workout in about 45 minutes, so I always time box 60, and I've condensed this summary into a few minutes. I typically do the routine in the open gym, but for this I borrowed the yoga studio between classes at my local gym. I may make that a regular thing because it was a pretty nice space. Before we get into the summary, if you've happened across this video and find it informative or entertaining or even just novel, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. There's no cost and you'll be sending ripples of compassion into the universe. So you'll have that going for you. Now, on to the summary. So I take my time here. Start with my knees to my chest, thinking about lowering my tailbone, relaxing into it, keeping my shoulder blades down my back and relaxed. And I release each leg and try and get it flat to the floor, continuing to lower my tailbone. Do both sides. Really take my time. And I tuck my foot and try and get my knee to the floor. Just breathing into it. And stretching my body, my side. I feel like this is great for my golf swing and flexibility when I do these tucks and really stretch out my lats and my arms, my sides. One of my favorites. Pilates really taught me how to get my left shoulder, when I have my left leg over there, get my left shoulder all the way to the ground. Keep it flat. And then just breathe into the rotation, the stretch. I often move my leg to keep it in motion. This is where I rock my ankles and my lower legs, put some flexibility into my ankles and feet. This isn't for everyone, the scissor stretch, but it's for me definitely. So I tend to relax into it, really get low. What you don't see here is me. After this I do the cobra, so I'll sit up and put my hands up and do an arch on each side as well. Of course, downward dog, standard. My calves are really tight in the backs of my legs, so I really work that out and try and push my tailbone up into the air and really lean into it. It wasn't until I did this video that I saw that the crookedness in my right arm, my left arm is pretty straight, and my right arm is woof, and it pushes my whole body sort of out of alignment. So I'm going to be working on that. Biofeedback is great. And then I move into the child's pose as I transition to the roller, which I adore. I have one that I take with me on all travel. I work the lower back and the hip. I take my time until I can feel blood flowing into the tissue. Do my hamstrings. Then I do my calves, which has really helped me doing my calves, just this roller alone. Onto my quads, which I really work. And then do the side, the outer quads and the IT band, really dig into it and relax into it. Now the child's pose, do some stretching and rocking before transitioning to the core workout. I try and blast through this one pretty quick. We're gonna take on the world. I love these squats, super powerful, and I've been moving weight up and getting my depth deeper and deeper. I realize my weighted swings are not great form yet. It's a fantastic exercise, and my form is getting better by the day, by the week. Weighted lunges, the dreaded weighted lunges. It's a bit too much weight for me, so I've downgraded that one, but I'll be working back up to that. And then I do the bridge on the ball to activate the core and the glutes and the quads before I get into some specific work on those regions. And Superman, I've added weights to this recently. This bridge chest press is amazing. I was so lazy in my bench press before, and now I've lowered the weight substantially, and I really focus on my glutes and my quads and my hips, making sure that I'm really activating them. This exercise does more for those than it does my chest. I don't know what to call this one, the clam lift, but it's a fantastic exercise that activates my hips. And then I do the hip flexion, the total rotation, which has really opened up my hips. I do that until it burns. Standard leg raises. And then I've added in the adductors, which has caused me problems in the past, and it's really working for me. Again, I do this until it burns. Then some more rocking and resting, and then I do the other side. This is by far my favorite. The bridge rotations. It was very challenging at the beginning, and now I just adore this exercise. It feels like it's really making a difference for me in my stability, in my strength, in my core, in my quads, my hamstrings, and my glutes. Try to simulate my golf stance in the upright rows as much as I can. Not great right now. It's getting there. Some curls. The planks are now up to 90 seconds each, 2 holds at 90 seconds. Then child's pose again to prepare for the toughest exercise in this regimen. Oof, this is tough. And then the good old push-ups. And that's it. Typically an unrushed 45 minutes, and I always budget an hour and take it all if I need it. And after, I typically, pretty much always, do 15 minutes in the sauna and a 3 to 5 minute burr cold shower at the gym. And I'll ice trouble spots when I get home if needed. That routine I do at least 3 times a week, and I increase the weight and reps as I feel progress. For what it's worth, I do almost exactly the same stretching routine at home before I head to the course or in a hotel room or wherever, whether I'm playing or practicing. What's your golf fitness routine? I'd love to learn. I've cobbled together mine from different places on the internet and added my own flavor to it, but I'd really like to know more. If you made it this far, please remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Spread the links of love. Always better, never best. Staying true to 72.
We're gonna take on the world.